ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Ukulele Bill. This one here is called Mission. To all my followers, I never would have made it this far. So I owe all of you. I'm going to accept this mission. I did not want to be famous because if pressured, I would not be able to be happy. And what I do, however, to get to where I am today, I did not realize I've been working a lot. 8 albums of original music. I know I won't be riding in limousines or have songs go viral. However, we'll be walking that red carpet in Hollywood 2026. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, next we have, hey, here we go. This is called Generation. Here we go. Hey, today's generation is all a mess. I'm getting disorganized. Well, I have millionaires who want me to buy their VIP tickets for at least $200 or more. Well, I have to make sure my ukulele is always in tune if I'm going to Hollywood at the end of 2026. We'll have to be more professional. First of all, I'm just an unknown. I do not receive any money. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, okay. You know something, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I'm going to have to do? You know, when I start getting royalties and start getting big, I'm going to hire somebody to turn the pages for me. Hey, how about that one? Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Come Dance With Me. Come and dance with me. We'll be happy and gay. We will be so free. Put you in a trance. Come on and dance with me. We'll dance into the night. You will feel great. We'll be like the first date. We will wrap our arms around each other. The stars will shine bright. And come on and dance with me. There'll be no one else around. There'll be thousands of people, cars, trucks, buses. However, with you in my arms, will not hear a sound. When you're dancing with me. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, wouldn't that be great? So now, okay, here we go. This is called Ukulele Member of a Group that I once used to be with. Okay, found out one night the local library was holding how to play a ukulele. After learning piano, guitar, clarinet, and saxophone, decided to give it a try. After learning, that night attended a ukulele group. After a few shows, I received my shirt. Love doing shows and part of food. I called them professionals because I was not, but I had a great time. But now they're still out there performing. Yes, I have albums, CDs, on YouTube, Spotify. I'm going for albums 9 and 10. Going nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the price of being an entertainer. It's all Hollywood, folks. It's all Hollywood. Hey, this is called Linda. Okay, I hope this never happens. I was almost going to marry Linda. She lived in Smithfield, on top of a hill. Well, I had a Chevy Tune-Over. However, could not make it up that hill in the snow. Well, she wanted to get married, have a white house, 2 dogs, and a white picket fence. She still had my high school ring around her neck. I recognized her right away. Somehow she found my address. But my mother told me to end everything. We broke up and we just cried that night. Well, you know something, folks? You know, when you're young and in love, you know, the whole world seems to just close right down and just you two are in the world alone. First you hear, don't tell me what to do. Husbands, we never win. Okay, this is snooze button. Years ago, when the alarm clock went off, we got up then. But then some company decided to put on a snooze button. Well, the more you hit it, it came back on again. And you just shut it off to probably snooze a few more minutes. However, those few minutes ended up to be 20 more minutes. And you find yourself running, figure you're going to be late for work. Well, what do you hear next, guys? Why didn't you tell me to get up? I was running late for work. Huh? Now, gentlemen, you're here. Well, I was going to say something, but then you're here. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I mean, they blame you for when they get up because they keep hitting that stupid snooze button all the time. And what are you supposed to say? Hey, babe, get up, get up, get up. You're going to be late for work. Not after 53 years, you don't do that, guys. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called businesses closing. Businesses are closing left and right because of Amazon. You put your finger on the push buttons and call them up. Well, they're cheaper goods. You can get them that same day or the next day. But I would rather do some exercising, go to the store and buy exactly what I need. People buy more because of the price. But, you know, of course you get everything on your computers. Oh, look at that. I want that in blue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you get red. Why? Because Amazon don't have the color in blue. So there you go, folks. And also, businesses are closing. Minimum wage keeps going up. Well, that's why a lot of stores are closing, ladies and gentlemen. They can't compete with Amazon. So what do? They hire all part-timers because they can no longer pay benefits. Well, if you go to the store, ladies and gentlemen, and buy what you need, a lot of stores would still be open today. Who would ever think that Sears and Roebuck, I think they had a catalog back in 1923. That was their first catalog store. You could look through the catalog, call them up, and get the things delivered. However, everybody wants Amazon. Sorry, Amazon. And also, you know, people want more money. So the more money you get, the more money you want. After a while, all your favorite stores are closing. The malls are closing. Why? Because of Amazon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now, okay, this one here, stores closed on Sundays. Well, I remember when stores, they were all closed on Sundays. Everybody went to church. That was the day of rest. Then all of a sudden the liquor stores were open. They opened at 12 on Sundays. But you probably people don't know this, but alcohol kills more people than guns. They're trying to do something about gun violence, but they're not doing a very good job of it. We have people drive drunk, they go down wrong way streets. More people are killed in car accidents because of drunk drivers. But who am I? I'm just an unknown street corner singer named Ukulele Bill. No one's going to want to listen to me. I'm no rocket scientist. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, now this is what I like doing. Hey, this is called cane. Hickory dickory dock, used to run around the block. Now I walk with a cane. I'm happy just the same. Hickory dickory dock. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I walk with a cane. I can't walk that fast. I can't run that fast. But I'm still walking. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know how much fun we used to have with cardboard. Okay, we used to crawl inside large cardboard boxes, pretend they were tanks. At the end of Hague Avenue was a large dirt bomb mound. We ride our bikes down the street that mound of dirt. See how high we could fly and far. Well, I tried it. Went over the handlebars. Got my leg wrapped in that metal basket. At the end of Pershing Avenue was a sand bank. We used to get large cardboard. We'd sit down on that and go down. Cardboard, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and by the way, you know your end roll of wrapping paper? We used to take that. We used to think they were horns. We used to think they were swords. Ladies and gentlemen, what we did when we were younger. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Park Bench. Ooh, sitting on a park bench at Slater Park when a girl sat down. She said she liked music. She also says she likes to write music. When I asked her what the subjects were, she answered it was about her dog who passed away. Oh, what kind of dog was it? How old was your dog? Okay. What tricks did it do? I never wrote about dog. When she said it was a shepherd, remember, used to have a shepherd, it was easy. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's always nice to meet, other people who have the same interests that I do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this one is called Internet. Okie dokie. Why is it hard to put Wi-Fi on a Chromebook? It seems every time I was about to do something new, would not stay very long. How come when I try anything new, it was a big problem? Well, spent time like 6 hours to try to put the internet on one Chromebook. Spent 2.5 hours with this lady. Well, after it took a long time when they say they do not do Chromebooks. They gave me a phone number to call. He hung up on me. Well, a nice lady from Xfinity. She told me that she'd be the last person that I would talk to. And I said, really? Well, what happened? Xfinity came over and found out when they put the telephone line in. They put it under the aluminum siding. Brilliant! So they ran a new line from the pole to the house. Got a new modem. Since then, no trouble. Oh, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, all this internet stuff, whoa. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hey, get this one, okay? Okay, this is hung, or hanged, or whatever you want to call it. In the old West, back in time, if a person was found guilty, They were hung in the middle of the square. However, if found guilty, they sent to prison. Now they have a place to sleep, 3 meals a day, outside yard, at a cost of, I believe, $70,000 each for each prisoner. If death penalty, $2 million. If the West laws were happened today, now what they do, ladies and gentlemen, they treat the criminals better than the veterans. About $70,000 a year each, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of bad, isn't it, when the government treats prisoners better than the veterans? I guess there's a lot of money for each person. You know, the heck with all this mumbo jumbo stuff. Let's get rid of all this bad news. And let's get down to a happy song. And I've got just the one for it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Christmas Tree. Okay. I have an artificial Christmas tree I keep up all year. Best one I ever decorated. It's up all year. When I'm feeling down, I just plug it in and get the feeling better of Christmas cheer. Why does it take a holiday for people to become friendly? But one thing I will not do is shop on Black Friday. A lot of long lines at the registers. The parking lot is so crowded. You have to watch out for fender benders, cars backing up. Plus, they usually don't have the color that you want or whatever. But it's cheaper. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Getting Ready. I'll just put that down like this here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Bells will be ringing, people will caroling, Santa getting ready in the North Pole. The deer are getting ready, the reindeer they're eating, to gather their strength, to pull that large, heavy sleigh through the air. Roofs are being checked to see if it can withstand the heavy load. If solar panels, they weigh 20 pounds each, well, will Santa have to carry the presents through the front door? Find out. Push the link button on your computer. Santa ho, ho, ho. On Norton, on Ralph, on Mo, Curly, and Larry, on Ukulele Bill, Ed, Norman, Santa files a well, he checks with the solar company. Well, the reindeer are injuring their hoofs on those solar panels. Santa had to be rescued from the chimney. He was too fat. The new chimney was too narrow. By ropes pulled by the reindeer, Santa's helpers had to fly from the North Pole on a new spacecraft. Made the last stop at 6:30 in the morning, just before the children woke up at the cost of $2 billion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was quite the show today. How to make do. But I think everything went along fine. And good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, as Lawrence Welk always said, folks, keep a song in your heart. This is Ukuleleville. Take care, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.